morning, everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of Alexander's Garage. It is 7 a.m. in the morning. We're going to kick this episode off by taking a little 2-hour road trip for a good Facebook Marketplace deal. I'll let you guys see it once we get there, but it's just something for the engine bay of the car. Actually, I'm just going to tell you, it's a K member. It's already got the coilovers and shocks and everything. It's got disc brakes. It's already got the A-arms. It's got the whole 9. So we had a really good deal for it. It looks like it's a little dinged up, but probably clean it up and it'll be in pretty good shape. So yeah, we're gonna go pick it up, load it up in the bed of the old long bed, take it back to the shop and get to working on the motor. All right, guys. Well, we made it back to the shop in one piece with the new K member. My dad's out here spraying it off with the power washer right now. See what he's up to. Wash that thing, boy. Firewall disc brakes already. Coilover shot, steering rack, A-arm, K member, $600 and motor mount. That's a pretty good time. All right, first little test drive. New project. See what this thing's got.
First test drive.
Yep. Pops is shaking down the new toy. He's a little excited. I guess he said it was loading up. It's been sitting for a little while. So we're gonna see what this thing, we can clear it out a little bit. Make a couple little passes. Okay, everybody, you see we got all of our rings gapped over here. This is gonna be our even side. We got the tops and the middles done. We're waiting on confirmation for the third rings right now, if these need to be filed down or if any kind of adjustments need to be made for those. But while in the meantime we are doing that, I'm getting the pistons cleaned up and dried off. And then we're gonna go ahead and take all the old rings out of them and get any kind of carbon buildup around the rings taken out. And once we get confirmation, we'll start slapping these things back in. Alright guys, we're just getting these pistons cleaned up right now. You can see they got a little bit of gunk on them. They get some carbon buildup right in where these rings seat at. So I'm just going through here with a little tiny bit of sandpaper and just, very lightly trying to knock some of this off. Use some brake clean. And then once these are done, we're going to go ahead and put our rings back in. As you can see, we have all of our rings set up out here. I got the tops all gapped, the middle's done, and the oil rings for the bottom. So I'm going to take you guys through that process and show you what to do. Alright guys, so we are dealing with cylinder number 7 here. Is the piston we have. So I have my bottom oil rings here, and you're going to need 2 that are going to fit right down in here on this groove. You're going to have the oil ring sit basically flush right in the center, and then you will put one of these on top and bottom, and I'll try to get a video of me doing that. You're going to want to get the 2 ends of the ring right here that come apart You're basically going to want to flip flop them, so have one on one side, flip the next ring on the back side, basically 45 them from each other, or 180 degrees would be the best bet. So once we get the third rings on, then the rest is pretty self-explanatory. I have my number 7 middle ring here at gap. That's going to go on the middle right here, and it does have an up facing arrow. So basically you just want that up arrow facing towards the top of the piston or the top of the motor. And then lastly, we will have the 7T, which is, you guessed it, this top ring right here. That's all there is to it. Okay guys, we got all of the pistons for the most part cleaned the best I could, and we got all the rings placed here. You can see we got the tops, middles, and the bottom and oil rings. So now next thing I'm going to work on is getting some of these main caps just sprayed off, some brake clean, cleaned up a little bit, and then we are going to set the crank back in place and then get this rotating assembly process going, baby. Alright guys, we got the crank back in, we got all of our main caps in, we're getting everything torqued to spec right now. One thing we did find out, he actually told us, we put all these main caps in with the ears facing backwards, which, you know, resulted in no spinach of the crank. So if you are going to put one of these together, make sure you put them in just as intended right here. These facing forward, and then the rest are facing back towards him. Alright guys, me and the old Pops have been hard at it. The other guy went home, but we thank him very much for all his help. So far we got the rotating assembly back in, the crank, all the main caps. Now we just worked on getting the timing chain set done. Got Loctite on all those. Now he's getting some gear oil and lubing up these cylinder walls so we can put a piston in and keep on trucking. All right guys, we got piston number 1 going in.
Dot goes forward.
Dot forward. Got our little Amazon ring compressor. Here he's guiding the rod onto the crank.
All right, give her a little tap.
Looks like it's them.
Come on down.
More.
Okay. That'll work there. All right. There you go.
All right, a little 11 millimeter.
Yep, and then you want to make sure the faces are flush.
Everything's flush and nice.
Mm-hmm.
Set the drill to the lowest setting and just snug them up there.
Yep. All right.
Simple as that.
Here's 2 out.
guys, we did it. We have successfully put the rotating assembly in. Everything is looking good. How's that look? It look good to you?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
good to
sounds
me.
We'll come out here and torque it down tomorrow.
Yep. So it's getting a little late, but we did get a huge chunk of what we had wanted to accomplish done today, so very grateful. But next, we will be getting everything torqued to spec and just doing the rest of that fun jazz, getting this thing reassembled. So see you guys in the next clip. Pop's got him a new hot rod.
Got a lot of work.
A lot of work. This is going to be the new shop truck. Feeling specialty wheels. Big old Max outlet setup. Turbo 400. We'll get that fixed later. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun little truck to have around. What do you think? You think so too?
Yeah.
She cleaned up nice though. He spent a lot of time. He buffed it and everything. Got all the wheels shined up. He's got the billet specialties on it.
Yeah.
She's
He looked up the top of it.
Yeah.
Put another seat in it. I found a seat though. So.
yeah. Gotta have the little passenger.
Yeah,
My passenger
gotta have a
princess.
passenger seat.
She's gonna be cool though. I'm ready for you guys to see this. We'll get some more videos on this whenever we get a little further on the motor and whatnot. But I'm excited to do some more videos on this. Okay, next up we have to go ahead and get these connecting rod bolts all torqued to spec, which these are going to be 15 to tighten down at first, foot-pounds. And once we get all these checked off at 15, then we'll go ahead and torque them down to 85 degrees, and that'll be it. Okay guys, we got all of the connecting rod bolts torqued to spec. Like I said, we started out at 15 foot-pounds of torque, then we went to 85 degrees. Got them all marked up in my paint there. Next, we're gonna go ahead and start probably getting the oil pan and everything put together, the pickup tube and whatnot put in, and we'll see what happens. We just replaced oil sensor. Now we got the cam and crank sensors. Stuff back in this thing. Amazon specials, 1-day shipping. Check her. Check it out. Alright guys, we got the new aluminum front cover on. Nothing to see. I was going to paint it black, but I think at this point in time, I still might. I don't know. It just depends. But now we're going to go ahead and we're getting the lifters soaked in some gear oil. And then we're about to slap these lifter trays in and keep it moving. Alright guys, she is coming along nicely. As you can see, front cover is on. Got the new ICT billet valley cover on with the gaskets. Thompson Motorsports lifters and lifter trays are in on both sides. We're gonna do the rear cover last obviously, but I got new gaskets, new rear cover for that as well. And then we plan on getting the new MLS gaskets on and throwing the heads on. All right, lubing up these cylinder walls one last time before we pop the heads on. My dad was racing me and scraping off all the gunk off the backside of the head, and he whacks me. Look at that thing, it looks brand new. That's his. Mine, 7 out of 10. All right.
Do this?
The little baby motor is starting to shape up a little bit around here. We got the heads on. All the head bolts are in and snugged up. We are about to start torquing all the head bolts down. 22 foot-pounds from the insides to out. And then after, we got to do 90 degrees on all of them. And then I think an additional 70 degrees. So I'm gonna set you guys up on the time lapse and you're gonna watch me break my arm.
Bucks, the adapter.
You guys see what happened here? We were on the last one. Thankfully, it did not snap in half, but she got chewed up right there in the middle, so we know we were supposed to only use these once. We tried to get another life cycle out of them. What happened? Not good.
We twisted it.
Twisted her off. But
Torque the yield and then torque the broke.
torqued the road real quick. I'm just gonna order another set and we'll replace them all. So this is gonna be on hold for a little while. We had some company come by the shop right before we're about to end this episode. This one's getting pretty long. I think we got 15 to 16 minutes so far. I've got edited together. You saw the head bolts. We're gonna go to O'Reilly's and pick up a couple other sets and just, like I said, you're gonna want to use new on these. We were trying to cut corners and it almost bit us in the ass. So I'm gonna take that. We're gonna not do that again. But we're gonna end this. This will be like a part 2 of this video. The last couple steps really just gonna be, getting these torque to spec, throwing the intake and stuff on there. It's auto body. We'll get the steam port kit and everything put together. I'll just do like a part 3 for that. That should be enough for another video. And like I said, showed you guys, we already had, oh hush over there. Look at this guy. We got the K member picked up this morning, so I'm gonna try and get that installed either today or tomorrow, and then I'll obviously have that up for you guys on the next video. So thanks for watching, and he's gonna do it for Dale. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. If you guys are new, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if y'all want to see some more content on this little turd we got here. But she's coming along. I'm excited about it.